G'day, I'm Old Panther, and this is Rugby League news by fans, for fans.
Oh, what a tackle! Far right, come back!
Today, I want to have a chat to you guys about the North Queensland Cowboys. Poor buggers sitting all alone in 13th after 20 rounds. The fans are feeling down, and I can only imagine the club and players aren't too happy either. A lot of work goes into a season, and to see it come to an early end isn't pretty. But in my opinion, things aren't as bad as they seem. I'm going to show you what's wrong and how it'll be better next year after they get an off-season to regroup. So let's dive down the rabbit hole. This year, the biggest issue for Cowboys have been injuries. They've inherited the curse, and it's taken a very heavy toll. During State of Origin and suspensions for good measure, the Cowboys have used 29 players this year, with the fewest games by a player being 2 by Ruben Cotter in rounds 13 and 15 coming off the bench. Compare this to the other end of the table. The Storm have used 26 players, with 3 players having played only 1 game. Patrick Kaufusi in round 8, with Billy Walters and Albert Vete both in round 16. Even worse, the Cowboys players have essentially missed 77 games this year, which is 3 seasons worth. In comparison, the Storm players have only missed 43 games, which is 1.7 seasons worth. The simple fact is, you can't compete if you can't keep your players on the field. Look what happens when you do. In 2015, the Cowboys used 28 players, but 2 of them only played 1 game, Patrick Kaufusi in round 16 and Colin Hess in round 24, and they only had 59 games total missed, with a difference of 18 games between the 2 years. That's 3/4 of a season or thereabouts. What contributes to this more for one team than another? I can't say. Maybe the way they're training, who knows, but I'm sure they would be working hard to sort out the boys physically, and they'll get a good preseason in. But what gives me hope, you're asking? Well, it's the fact that they actually have a damn good roster. The chief playmaker, Michael Morgan, has 15 try assists at an average of 1 per game. That makes him 4th best in the league. He's leading the comp with 40-20s with 3 and has 9 line break assists at an average of 0.6 per game. How about one of my favourites, Kyle Felt? He has 7 tries this year at an average of 0.63 a game, which puts him ahead of 19 players who have had more game time and tries total than himself. And he should also be picked for State of Origin. No idea what they're doing there. Who could forget Jason Taumalolo running a total of 2,893 metres for an average of 207 metres per game. He's only second to Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, though it's not a surprise since I doubt anyone actually wants to get in his way. As you can see, there is some quality there, a diamond in the rough so to speak. If they can keep the top 17 as healthy as is reasonable for a team over the full length of the season, I think they are a guaranteed top 8 side. They'll have a lot of tough competition of course, with the likes of Teddy and Turbo among others running around, but there won't be the depressing lows of 2019 to haunt the teamless Tuesdays. In the meantime, I hope they finish the season strongly for you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, please support the channel and subscribe, like and all that. Have a good one, guys.